Black World, Black World, Black World TV.
Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen to Black World TV, the new black media. Today's broadcast is about a transgender activist who goes by the name of Daphne Dorman, who is now dead at the age of 44. Why would I do this broadcast? Well, because Dave Chappelle's name was mentioned in the headline, so of course, being a fan of Dave Chappelle, I wanted to read it. And after reading it, I come to find out that Dave Chappelle happened to shout out, if you will, this particular person's name in his comedy Sticks and Stones, his Netflix special. And the fact that he shouted this person's name out, and basically what he said was that he has a friendship with a trans woman who he claimed was, quote, laughing the hardest at his jokes. And of course that so-called woman happened to be Daphne Dorman. Her Twitter bio identified him as, quote, the Daphne that Dave Chappelle is talking about in Sticks and Stones. Apparently she also opened for Chappelle at his September 26th performance at the Punchline in San Francisco. In addition to her performing career, Dorman worked as a software engineer, blah, 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 and I don't want to get into the rest of this. The reason why I wanted to do this is to say that leave it to black people to shout out someone who is not black, and then our media makes something big of that person. It reminds me of the Kim Kardashians and all the other floozies of Hollywood who made a name for themselves after being involved with one of our black men. Yeah, that's right. They've become famous for having an involvement with our black men. And so this story about Daphne Dorman, and I don't know his actual real name because his name Daphne Dorman, of course, was obviously changed when he went through this transformation of some sort. But to me, it's very evident that this person has had mental issues, i.e., why they ended up committing suicide. It's usually people who have mental issues that do something so drastic as to end their life. Now, the claim is that Dave Chappelle shouted out Daphne in his Netflix series Sticks and Stones. And it's not a series, it's just the live special. But nonetheless, the fact that he even mentioned this person, well, they've made headlines now simply because Dave Chappelle, a black man, mentioned this person's name. Because otherwise, we wouldn't even know about this. Because who are they? Exactly. We don't even barely know who this person is. The only reason why we know about this person is because of the affiliation with this black man, Dave Chappelle. Because if it wasn't for that, we wouldn't be hearing about this. But it's typical of propaganda, white media, to insert Dave Chappelle's name into this story of this transgender who committed suicide. It wasn't like Dave Chappelle pushed her into doing it. It wasn't like Dave Chappelle had anything to do with this suicide, but Yahoo News, just like the rest of the garbage white media, they always have to insert our name whenever possible to get us to click on their clickbait. I don't care about Daphne Dorman. I don't even know who this guy is. I just know that he's a transgender and he committed suicide. I don't care. I don't care. But I was concerned about the comedian Dave Chappelle because I like Dave Chappelle. Otherwise, I wouldn't have clicked onto this. I thought maybe he had something to do with her death. And no. For the simple fact that he just said her name or his name in the stand-up Sticks and Stones. The news media, if that's what you want to call it, I don't even refer to it as that anymore. It's just such propaganda. But they decided that they had to insert Dave Chappelle's name in the headlines just to let you know that this transgender died. And the inference is, well, Dave Chappelle might have had something to do with it. You know, white media and white people, you guys are making people more and more tired of you. You're making people more and more sick of your ass. Because you guys constantly are doing things undermining black Americans, and we're so sick and tired of it. It's so disgusting and low and vile. And this is what I see that white people are doing in America. Because those of you who come to my channel and you think you're going to get into my comment section and try to have something to say, I want you to have something to say about the bullshit that you guys are pulling. This racist shit that's constantly being fettered out to black Americans. I want you to speak on that. I don't want to hear nothing else. I want you to freaking take responsibility for that. And let's have a discussion about that. Because we're tired of it. And you guys are making most of us sick of your ass. And you're wondering why people don't like you. It's because of your shenanigans and some of the vile, ugly things that you guys do in society. And in this regards, what I'm referring to, because I want to be clear on this, what I'm referring to is your lame-ass, lamestream media who constantly twists and turns, and they try to make things appear to whether they are not. You guys are some of the biggest liars on the planet. I don't even support white media at all. I go through sometimes the headlines just to see what's out there. I mainly focus on what's going on with black America. I really don't care what's happening with white America. I don't. You're just a part of it though. But these stories that I happen to do happen to involve you people. You and your shenanigans. And so in this regards here, and I'm going to end this off here now, is that, yep, once again, white media, you've done it again by inserting a black man's name to make your story stand out like clickbait. It's trash. With that, I leave you to my comment section. If you have anything to say, you're welcome to. We'll see you in the next broadcast. Peace out.